Some video out of Cobb County has come to light that shows an inmate at a local hospital seeking care while punched and grabbed around the neck by a deputy. The original video alarmed people enough that they asked the Fox 5 team to take a look at this. Dana Fowle did that, and she's joining us now with what she saw.
Yeah, I mean, the man in the video is mentally ill. We do know that, and he's been held in Cobb County custody now 864 days. His attorney says he's been waiting for a bed in a mental health facility. But while in county custody in a local medical center, he was treated to punches and choking. This video may be upsetting to some of our viewers.
This fisheye camera video is believed to have been taken February 3rd of this year. The man in orange is inmate William Carducci. The 27-year-old had been transported from the Cobb County Jail to the nearest hospital. His attorney said he had an infection. But before we start the tape, notice that his hands are cuffed and attached to a waist chain. His ankles are shackled. The video begins with Mr. Carducci getting up and walking to the doorway. Pretty quickly, two deputies grab him. There doesn't appear to be a struggle by the inmate as he is quickly overpowered and pressed against the door. But in seconds, a deputy begins to hit him repeatedly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Punched 5 times now and pressed down, he is still not showing any signs of fighting back. Another man who appears to be security of some sort walks in and watches as the deputy attempts to put on latex gloves. Still, Mr. Carducci seems to be subdued as he's being held firmly by 2 armed men from the Cobb County Sheriff's Office. Gloves now on, the deputy points to the bed. As security goes over to adjust it, that same deputy takes another opportunity to get one more punch in. That makes 6, but it's still not over. When they attempt to get Mr. Carducci onto the bed, he does grab at a piece of it. He's then pulled into the corner and forced down by both armed men. And now you'll see what appears to be a chokehold maneuver. Again, the inmate is cuffed and shackled and on the ground. He's held this way for 56 seconds. That's nearly a minute of potentially being deprived of oxygen to incapacitate him.
A couple of things come to mind when I see that, now that I've actually seen it. Shocking is the first one.
Scott Anderson is William Carducci's attorney. We sat down with him and showed him video of his client in the custody of Cobb County Sheriff's Department.
The next thing that comes to my mind is despicable.
The Cobb County Sheriff's Office rules require a use of force incident report be filed. The Fox 5 team asked for use of force reports, but none of them came back for that day for William Carducci. The department has now opened an internal investigation, so won't comment. But the department's own policies read that this detainment technique is only to be employed when deadly use of force is required. It's not for an unarmed, non-dangerous suspect. There must be imminent danger.
He didn't appear to be aggressive to me in any way. I can't, if there's no sound, I can't hear what he said, but no matter what he said, he's shackled hands and feet, and there appears to be 3 of them plus a security guard. So I don't know what threat he could have posed to anybody.
William Carducci was arrested in 2022 and faces 12 criminal counts, including aggravated assault, possession of a firearm, and theft against family members. But the 27-year-old's court records show he suffers from schizophrenia. It's still not determined if he's even mentally competent to stand trial. He's supposed to be on heavy medication to manage auditory hallucinations or voices. That medicine, well, it can cause loss of balance and difficulty sitting still.
Did anybody appear to be in imminent danger here?
Absolutely not. There was nobody in any. The only person in danger was Mr. Carducci.
Now, the medical community has long worried about the chokehold technique as it can cause brain damage, strokes, and other impairment. If the brain goes without oxygen, the person can die within 3 to 4 minutes. That's why it's a last resort option for subduing someone.
Do we know about what was said in that room?
No, not to us. His attorney said he has spoken to him about what happened, but for the moment is keeping that conversation between the two of them to themselves. I mean, a variety of things could have gone on. He could have said, I need to use the restroom. We've all been in hospital waiting rooms. How much longer? Maybe he's been there all day. Can I get some snacks? Or maybe he said something very ugly to the officers. Whatever he said, though, he is shackled. His hands are cuffed, his ankles are shackled, they're attached to his waist, and there are 4 security people. 2 appear to be well armed. I'm not sure it matters what he said.
Right.
But we'll let the investigation play that out.
Okay. Dana, thanks so much for bringing us this. It's one of those things you're glad was caught on camera if it was going to happen.
I think it's been very challenging for the people who love him.
Sure.
And care about him.
All right. Thanks, Dana.